Hello, everybody. This is your main man Keith here from Keith Plays PS4 927. Happy Thursday to all my awesome viewers on this awesome channel. We are hosting the 1-0 San Francisco 49ers in our London Bulldogs franchise, and we're also 1-0 as well on the year. So we beat the Tampa Bay Buccaneers 50 to nothing last episode, as you guys recall, which I will have the link to the video in the description. And speaking of that, the weekly awards have been won by Ben Roethlisberger, NFC Offensive Player of the Week, 9 for 10, 212 passing yards, and he had 4 passing touchdowns on the day. So he did a really good job defeating the Tampa Bay Buccaneers last episode. And we'll show you the uniforms, and we'll see you guys at kickoff. Alright, so the San Francisco 49ers will be wearing their 1998 uniforms on the road. The home jerseys, the red with gold pants with the red face masks, the gold helmets. And believe me, it's their current logo, but they use different uniforms for these. So just keep that in mind along the lines. And now for the London Bulldogs, they're going to be wearing white for at home. And I said this last season, I think 2 or 3 times a year is when we wear white at home. So without further ado, we'll see you guys at kickoff.
Tonight, from London, England, it's the NFL International Series on EA Sports. As we'll see Ben Roethlisberger and the London Bulldogs taking on Trey Lance and the San Francisco 49ers.
Alright, now it is kickoff time here at Wembley Stadium. It is a Monday night football game. Even though it's Thursday at the time of this filming, they say Monday night on the schedule. So, the San Francisco 49ers are ready to return this kickoff. They get stopped at the 30-yard line. And Trey Lance steps onto the field for the first time on offense today. So we're going to use the blitz formation for the defense. And this is funny how we're ranked number 1 both offense and defensively. So they're going to throw this one to Kyle Juszczyk, and he gets that first down at the 44-yard line. 1st and 10, we're going to blitz here on the defense. And they're at the 44, so supposedly they're actually going to throw the football out to George Kittle. Question is, does he get that first down? The answer is yes, sirree, he does. Week 1, 9 receptions, 103 yards, but he hasn't scored a touchdown in that game, so this is going to be a 1st and 10. First reception of the game by George Kittle today, so Trey Sermon runs the ball, and he loses 3 yards there. The Ohio State product, Chase Young, makes the nice stop there at the 47-yard line. 2nd and 13. The loss of 3, by the way, by the 49ers offense. And Kittle claims that reception. They get stopped at the 38. 3rd and 4 now from the 38-yard line here in London. So will the Niners get this first down? They're going to step back to pass. They throw this one out. So apparently he's still on his feet. So they say yes, he does get that first down. 4 for 4, by the way, Trey Lance for 48 yards. So this is going to be a 1st and 10. So they're going to step back to pass. They're going to throw this one out, and that's going to be stopped at the 18. 2nd down and 3 now for the 49ers. They want to get this touchdown, and they want to lead this game. So they don't want to blow it off. So they're 1-0. So both teams cannot be 2-0 unless if it's overtime and it's tied. So 1st and 10 from the 13-yard line. So they're going to hand this off to Trey Sermon And there is a flag on the play. And let's see what that is on. It is a holding call. And supposedly it's on Kyle Juszczyk. So we're going to actually accept the penalty because he went over the first down line, and it would have been a first and goal if we would have declined it. So we're actually accepting that penalty. I usually decline the penalty when it's holding on offense if they didn't get the first down, just because it'll be another down. So we wouldn't have to wait as long to play offense again. So they're going to throw this one incomplete. 3rd and 5 now from the 8-yard line. Nearly would have been intercepted that time. So 3rd and 5 from the 8. Trey Lance and the 49ers. They are going to throw this pass. That is a touchdown to Brandon Ayuk, who claims that touchdown. So that's going to be the first receiving TD of the game. Niners lead it 7-0. All right, now it is kickoff time. The 49ers lead this one 7-0. And we got some Khalid Smith. He's ready to return this kickoff. He's going to break some tackles along the lines. Look at him run for it. He is going to take this all the way. He has quite a bit of daylight. Gets this into the end zone, and that is going to be a touchdown. That's going to be a 102-yard kickoff return touchdown, and it's going to be his first one on the season kick return wise, and this game is going to be tied up 7-7 here at Wembley Stadium. So we're going to take a break here, and we'll see you guys in the second quarter. There is a fumble, and Bobby Wagner makes the stop. There a loss of 8 on that play. So that ended the first quarter. Game's tied 7-7 here in London. 49ers are at their 29-yard line, and Chase Young makes the sack, his first one of the game. 3rd and 27 now. So if the Niners keep losing a lot of yards, they probably will not be able to get a first down on that drive, and they will not on this play. So 4th and 27 now from the 20-yard line here in London. And the San Francisco 49ers punt this away. Golden Tate is ready to return. He gets stopped there at the 39. And we got some Ben Roethlisberger in some action today. So we're going to have Ben Roethlisberger play the second quarter, Matthew Stafford play the third, and then Cam Newton play the fourth quarter. So Roethlisberger throws this one out to Rob Gronkowski. That's going to be a first down, 1-for-1, 18-yard gain on that play. So this will result in a 1st and 10. Now I'm going to change it up. Actually, I'm going to do a suggestion here. Mesh spot pass play on 1st and 10 from the 44 here in London. Big Ben steps back. He's going to fire this one out deep to Antonio Brown, and he gets this one in. Touchdown, 44-yard touchdown, by the way, and the Bulldogs lead at 14-7. All right, 1st and 10 from the 34-yard line. The 49ers using that I form, running the ball with Trey Sermon. He gets stopped there at the 33. He lost a yard on that play. So we've only allowed -9 rushing yards, so that's good for the defense, but not so great for the 49ers offense because our defense is pretty tough in this league. And Trey Sermon lost another yard on that play. 3rd down and 12 now. So Chase Young, he's more of a run stopper in this game more than a quarterback sacker like he's been last season. So this will result in a 4th and 12. We'll see you guys after the 2-minute warning. All right, 1st and 10. Steps back to pass. Roethlisberger throws that pass incomplete. A little too deep, by the way. So we're going to use a drive corner pass play on 2nd down and 10 now. So we step back to pass. Roethlisberger firing this one out to Gronkowski. Juke move there. Gets stopped at the 33. 3 for 4. 82 yards and 1 touchdown for Roethlisberger today. So he's been doing a pretty good job here and there, throwing in the passes where he's supposed to throw it. He's going to fire this one out to A.J. Green. Gets that into the end zone. That's going to be a touchdown. That's going to be a 33-yard receiving touchdown, and it's going to be 21-7 here in London. All right, 1st and 10 from the 29 here in London now. Trey Lance, he's going to step back to pass. He fires this one out. That's incomplete. 8 for 12, 80 yards, and 1 touchdown. So they're at the 29-yard line now. 2nd and 10. They're going to step back to pass. George Kittle, he gets stopped at the 49 there. Now Trey Lance has 100 passing yards today. So this will be a 21-7 lead. So we're going to blitz here on the defense. 1st and 10 from the 49-yard line. As we get to see Trey Lance step back to pass, he gets sacked. And Jonathan Allen makes the sack there. 2nd and 19. The Niners lost at least 9 yards on that play. And they're at the 50. So they're going to... It's 50 seconds to go, excuse me. And George Kittle, we tried to tackle him, but here's the thing. He evaded us, and he got that 1st down. So nice play by George Kittle there on that reception. So 1st and 10, they're going to step back to pass, throwing this one out to Kittle. Get stopped at the 16. Timeout, by the way. And why would you take a field goal on 1st and 10? Like, we're up by 14, so... They take the field goal try, and it's actually good. So the 49ers do not have any more timeouts in this 1st half, so it's all up to us. Ready to return the kickoff. So we've only allowed 10 points in this episode. And let's see how Khalid Smith is doing running-wise. So he gets stopped there at the 32. 1st and 10. We're actually going to use the halfback power O run play, and there's only about 5 seconds to go in this 1st half, so we may as well take a timeout here. And it's 21-10 here in London, so we are just gonna use a pistol formation to end the 1st half here in London, England. So 2nd and 3, Roethlisberger back to pass. He's gonna fire this one out deep to Rob Gronkowski. Gets stopped at the 22. All right, now it is kickoff time to begin the 2nd half. It's up. London is up 21-10, and Khalid Smith is actually going to run the ball. He's going to return this kickoff, and he is going to return this one all the way. He gets his 2nd kickoff return for a touchdown in this episode. 2nd one in this episode, by the way. So this will be a 2nd kickoff return this season. And at the very end of the 1st quarter, he scores a kickoff return for a touchdown. So he scores his 2nd one of the season. And he has the speed like Sonic the Hedgehog to do so. And you know what that means. We're actually going to use a power O run play to actually attempt that 2-point conversion. Question is, do we get it in? Yes, we do, and we're going to take a break. London is up 29-10. Oh, wow, there is a fumble on that play. So Tony Jefferson, I thought, made that recovery, but we're still on defense. 1st and 10 for the 49ers, so they're using the I formation, and I'm supposedly thinking they're going to run the ball. Actually, no, they are not. That's what I always think of. So George Kittle claims that reception. So Trey Lance, he's not doing all that bad passing-wise today. But here's what's odd. The Niners are doing really good passing-wise today, but their rushing offense isn't all that great. So he's lost like a lot of yardage, but he's getting his yards back up. And our defense is ranked number 1, so we know how to stop the passing and rushing offenses. So Trey Lance, he gets sacked. Once at it, we make that fumble recovery. Lavonte David, he is going to fumble this one, and he's going to take this one all the way to the house, and that's going to be a touchdown for the Bulldogs. And this is going to be 36-10. And we'll see you guys when we're back on offense. We're going to take another break. So they're going to take this one to the house. Lavonte David scooping up that fumble. as he sacks Trey Lance. I think it was Devin McCourty or Jason McCourty making that sack. So George Kittle, 8 receptions, 132 yards. So he's not doing too bad today. He's their main receiver for the 49ers. Even though he's tight end, he claims most of the receptions. All right, so 1st and 10, Matthew Stafford using the I form here for the Bulldogs offense. They throw this one out to Antonio Brown. That turns out incomplete. So 2nd and 10 now, Matthew Stafford. He's back to pass once at it again. He's going to fire this one out to Rob Gronkowski. So he gets stopped there at the 30. So this will be a 1st and 10. And he only has 109 offensive receiving yards today, Gronk. So he's been off to a good start. And he's going to throw this one, and we're going to take a timeout. I know this is the 3rd quarter, but trust me, we only got 2 more timeouts to go. And we're only at the 30-yard line. So we're only about a 1st down away from getting that into the end zone. So we're at the 2-yard line, 60 yards for Stafford. And we have 221. This will end the 3rd. All right, now 4th quarter is underway. We're going to use some Cam Newton here just for this 4th quarter. And does he get it? Only for 1 yard. So he was really close from getting it into the red end zone. And he's a pretty good route runner too, as despite being quarterback, he knows how to run it in, gets this one into the end zone. That is a touchdown. So that's going to be a 43-10 lead. We'll see you guys when we're on defense. All right, 1st and 10 from the 34-yard line. The Niners are ready to throw the football. And Trey Lance, he's going to throw it to Brandon Ayuk, who made that touchdown reception. So we make that fumble recovery, and Ryan Kerrigan gets that fumble recovery. So we're at the 19 whatsoever. So we're going to actually just use a passing play on this drive. So the Niners now have 3 turnovers. And Cam Newton's going to throw this one out to Zach Ertz, the former Philadelphia Eagles tight end. Gets that in for 13 yards out. So this is a 1st and goal from the 6 whatsoever. We're actually going to change it up a little bit. So we're going to put in some Dante Hightower there and some Rob Gronkowski, PA X-Burst pass play. And he's going to fire this one out. Gets it in. Touchdown, Bulldogs. So it's now 50-10. Gronk gets his first touchdown reception of the game. All right, 1st and 10 from the 35-yard line. And Trey Sermon, he's back to pass. He's going to fire this one out to George Kittle. So he gets stopped there at the 48-yard line, near the middle of the field, actually. So 1st and 10. 191 total yards we've allowed. I think this is the most that we'll probably allow this season. I mean, this 49ers team, their passing offense is pretty tough to handle. But their running defense isn't the greatest. Not from what I've saw today in this episode. They didn't run the ball really good. So they lost quite a bit of yardage on that play. They get a 1st down. All right, 1st and 10 from the 15. Trey Lance throwing this one out to Trey Sermon. This is funny how their first names are both Trey, but then I almost get mixed up on what their last names are. So Lance is the quarterback. Throws this one out to George Kittle. The clock is running out. So they only got like 40-some seconds to go if they want to score another touchdown on this play. And they don't, so they get sacked. Levante David, he might as well become the defensive player of the week because he made that fumble recovery. He returned it for a lot of yards. So, and he's got his first sack defensively. So they're going to throw this one out. And the clock is ticking down. The Big Ben clock rings it at 0-0. We win the game. Bulldogs win it 50-0, and I'll explain statistics right here in a moment. All right, Trey Lance, 118.6 pass rating, 22 for 28, 269 yards, 1 touchdown on the day. Not a bad performance by Trey Lance, even though the 49ers lost. So, Ben Roethlisberger, perfect pass rating, 2 touchdowns on the day. Cam Newton, 1 touchdown on the day. Matthew Stafford, he threw for 2 for 4, no touchdowns whatsoever. And Cam Newton, he scored London's only rushing touchdown of the game. And George Kittle, 11 receptions, 164 yards, no touchdowns whatsoever. 6 receptions for Rob Gronkowski, 143 yards, and 1 touchdown today. A.J. Green had 1. Antonio Brown had 1 as well. Brandon Ayuk scored San Francisco's only touchdown of the game. And defensively, this is pretty stacking up for London. Jonathan Allen, 1 sack. Rodney McLeod, 1 sack. Chase Young had a sack. Levante David had 1 sack. And there were no INTs thrown by the Niners from the Niners today. Ryan Kerrigan, Tony Jefferson, and Levante David all made fumble recoveries, but the winner is Levante David with that fumble recoveries. Khalid Smith, 3 returns, 228 yards total, 103 the longest, and I think that was the end of the first quarter one, to my knowledge. So, and he had scored 2 touchdowns on that one. So that wraps it up. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys next episode. Have a great Thursday afternoon, everyone.